What's up guys, it's Captain Productions 72 back with another episode of Figure Friday, and this week we have a really cool one, a very expensive one, but nonetheless one of those things that Lego done back in the day that they would probably not do now. We have Darth Malgus from 2012. This is a really cool minifigure, one that I've had lying around a while that I wanted to do an episode on. I've had this figure for nearly 2 years. I just haven't got around to it yet. So this is episode number 108. And you know what? We're doing well. We did last week, which was the Royal Guard. This week we've got Darth Malgus. I feel like this will be the one that gets the more views. So just look at him. He's a really cool minifigure. He goes for upwards of well over 130, sometimes £150 that I've seen on eBay. This minifigure is insane. He is part of the Old Republic line, released in the summer of 2012 in set 9500 or 9500 Sith Fury class Interceptor. And it's crazy, he sells for more than that set does. Which, that's how you know a minifigure's valuable. They sell more than what the retail set was. But this minifigure has some unique pieces, and I would explain why. He's also one of the first minifigures, I believe, to use this kind of shortened cape. If we zoom out here, it's kind of like the cape they include on the Mandalorian, but it's it's not the big cape, and I think it only has the one hole on it. He has a really nice piece. The way to look at him is the Old Republic, right, is set 1,000 years, if I'm correct. It's 1,000 years before the events of a Phantom Menace, and his technology is cooler than Vader's, like his kind of suit. But he's a really cool looking minifigure. I love those yellow eyes that you see on this figure. Really nice looking. And that piece, we're going to take it off and show you because that is a really cool piece. Plus I want to show the torso printing. So here's what I was talking about. The cape has the one hole, and I do believe that's one of the first uses of that. You can see we're going to put his head back on. So, you could have him like this if you wanted. Because in the Old Republic cinematic trailer, they show you him being injured and having, as a result of having to wear that. But look at the detailing on this minifigure is amazing. Like, one of the coolest looking minifigures ever. I love this minifigure. And you know what? I don't feel like this would look as good today. And I like how they printed that underneath as well, that detail. Because here we have, and I've seen this go for hundreds, misprinted at least. But this is like the kind of chest piece that he wears, kind of shoulder armor piece. I really like this. This is one of the nicest pieces that I have ever seen them do in Lego Star Wars. And it does it really well. His head, we'll just remove, put the cape back on. Again, such a nice looking minifigure, and very rare, not something they would do now. Lego did not do too much with the Old Republic line, unfortunately. There just wasn't too much. The best way to do is to line it up centre with his eyes. Get the focus there. For the best look with this minifigure, but this is truly one of the, look, he has continuous flow printing from the torso, waist to the legs. And it's kind of crazy. He's one of those minifigures that, I've talked about actually in a review I done this week with the new Boba Fett minifigure, that they do back printing, even though it's going to get covered up anyway. Yeah, it's cool if a kid loses a cape on a minifigure or what, but I find it kind of fun. Yeah, it's got your standard kind of red lightsaber. So the only other way that you could really add to this minifigure is, and I suppose it wouldn't work because of the chest piece, is a hood. Because whenever you see him in that cinematic trailer, even with the chest piece on, he does have a cape and a hood. Although you do have to remember that this minifigure is from 2012. 2012 wasn't a bad year for Lego Star Wars. I can't believe that was 11 years ago, but it was like, probably now they would come up with a special hood piece or like, I don't know, a kind of 3-in-1 part that's both the hood, the head and chest piece is probably what we would maybe get now. But this is one of these minifigures that I personally cannot find a way to improve. I really do like this minifigure a lot. He's one of those ones that you'd have to really like the Old Republic in order to want to pick up on the secondary market. Or buy the set. The set does sell for quite a bit of money now, but it is a cool set. I personally bought this minifigure used 2 years ago. I only paid $45. This was before the major price hikes with this minifigure. But anyway, this has been the video on the Darth Malgus from 2012. So, what will the next week's episode be, providing I will come to it? It will be a Death Star Trooper from 2008. Which is cool because I got the Death Star last year and I'm finally getting around to doing some of those characters on here. So the next overall video that I will be bringing out is, I'm not actually too sure what it will be. It's most likely going to be a review. I've already done all my videos with the new 2023 sets. So probably going back over a couple sets that I've yet to do. Things like the Mandalorian Starfighter from 2021 I have not reviewed, or the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle, so probably one of those. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.